name is Ken Salyer, one of the founders of TRI-KES. We're a commercial wall covering and fabric company. A big part of what we do is really being customer-centric. And when I say that, it's at all different levels. Us being focused on product development, getting research from customers on trends, or in the case of our own brands, developing products that we then launch back into the marketplace. Whenever you have the opportunity to start a company and are fortunate enough to grow a company, there are probably multiple times in that history where you hit a wall. And I guess we had kind of been trying to figure out what the next steps were for us to grow the business beyond where we were and realize that we really didn't have the expertise to do that. When we were looking for a consulting firm, if we were aligned at the core value level, that it would be a good fit.
Eric's background is supply chain, and then my background is more around organizational effectiveness and culture and values and behaviors, and it seems like that was something they really connected on.
Where we wanted to hopefully provide them some help and some insight was specifically around the purchasing process and some of the effectiveness and the operations of how they go about doing that, and then as Amanda pointed to as well, from a cultural perspective.
The values that Sendero has and the values that TRI-KES has and the way we've been run over the last 24 years were almost completely in alignment.
And so we defined a quick 5-week assessment to focus on purchasing, to help them better understand how's their as-is process. So into that 5-week assessment, Ken quickly saw that there could be other areas within his organization or business that he needed the similar type of documentation and process understanding to be more efficient and effective and really take on more as they continue to grow.
We started thinking about, well, what's a good technology solution out there that's going to work for you guys? You've already got your ERP. Does it really just come down to helping people do their jobs? But it ended up being a business process management system that sits on top of what they already have and gives you guys visibility into what's going on with your customer orders so that you can continue to deliver great customer service.
So we walk them through our standard packaged evaluation software process to help develop the RFP, bring in demos, make sure that we were getting the right solution based on the initial requirement of higher level visibility.
And wanting to make your team members' lives easier. They're better equipped to provide good customer service if they're happy and if they know they're being efficient and things are set up for them to really perform their best.
Bringing the Sendero team in really put a group of people dedicated to working on the business, which we'd never really had. I mean, really since we started. And I think it's been quite transformational. And then I think when we look at the, business process software that we put in, it really kind of sets the tone for the next decade of growth for us as well.